Hello and welcome to this week's video. My name's Matt, if you know me, and if you don't know me and you're new to the channel, my name's Matt. The channel is all about my fight back to fitness and weight loss using the weight loss jab Mounjaro. If you enjoy this, or you enjoy the content, or you just like following my vlog, fantastic. If you like and subscribe, it really does help the channel to get a bit more traction, and it pushes the algorithm out to different people. So this week we're going to talk about my weight loss during week 12, 13, 14 and 15, and I will just touch again on what happened when I was away on holiday. Okay, so if you remember, at the end of the last video I said my weight on the 18th of August was 173 pounds and 12 stone 5. So I decided that when I went on holiday I was going to take my jab with me, and I took a pen with me which had 2 jabs left in it, so that meant that I could have 2 jabs while I was away, because I was away for 2 weeks. As I said in the last video, took it away in a little pouch which I bought from Amazon, linked down in the description below, and I think I talked about that pouch in the last video, so if you want to see the information on the pouch, I will link it up there in the corner so you can see the information on the pouch. But that was the pouch I used to take the Mounjaro jabs away with me. Now, when I was away, I continued to take my injection, although I did microdose, or short dose as people call it. So I was on the 5mg pen, and I took 5mg pen with 2 jabs, or 2 doses left in it, away with me, and that's not including the golden dose. So what I did was I took half a jab, so 2.5mg every 4 days. So I took a jab before I went on holiday. Now I went on holiday on the Friday, so on the Thursday I took 2.5mg, and then 4 days later I took another 2.5, and then 4 days another 2.5, and then 4 days another 2.5, and then finally another 2.5. So over the 2 weeks I was on holiday, I took the full 2 5mg jabs. How did that affect my weight loss? So I said to you, prior to me going away I was 12 stone 5. When I got back, which was on the 8th of September, so I got back just before the 8th of September, so my first weigh-in was the 8th of September. Now miraculously, all-inclusive holiday, didn't really eat a lot, but I ate 3 meals a day, and I was 12 stone. So while I was away on holiday I lost 5 pounds, so 5 pound weight loss while I was away on holiday. So 12 stone is 76.2 kilos, or 168 pounds. So that was absolutely fantastic. Now when I got back, that meant I still had 2 doses left in my pen, and obviously I continued to take the dose, the microdose or short dose, which was 2.5mg every 4 days, which means I was taking slightly less than 5mg a week, slightly less. So week commencing the 15th of September, so 1 week later, I was then 11 stone 12, which is another £2 off, which is fantastic. So that's 75.3 kilos or 166 pounds. Again, no real issues with the Mounjaro, no side effects, no problems, just carried on as normal. Week commencing the 22nd of September, so that'd be week 14. I was 11 stone 10, so another £2 off, so that's 74.3 kilos or 74.4 kilos and 164 pounds. That meant that week I took my last dose out of my pen. During the time I've been taking the medication, I've never ever tried to take out the golden dose. I did read that it was quite easy to take it out with an injection, but that wasn't for me. I didn't want to be drawing up an injection, didn't want to be putting an injection into my body that wasn't the one from the pen. It's quite comfortable after 14 weeks putting the pen into the side of me and using that for the injections, but wasn't very comfortable with drawing up a jab. So week 15, which is the 29th of September, what I decided to do was go for the golden dose, see if it worked, see if you can get the golden dose. So I got the pen and I forced it, and it let me take the golden dose. It gave me another option, so I took a full 5mg dose all in one hit that week. That was on the 29th of September. Weight then was 11 stone 8, so that's 173.4 kilos or 162 pounds. So over the 4 weeks from the 8th of September through to the 29th of September, so that's week 12, 13, 14 and 15, I've gone from 12 stone down to 11 stone 8. So that is £8. Pretty good weight loss, really, considering. It's still on the 5mg pen. But the question is now, what do we do? So while we were on holiday, so the question is now, what do we do? Because while we were on holiday, the makers of Mounjaro, Eli Lilly, decided to put the price up. Although they didn't put the price up as much as people expected, from my supplier, if I went, well, I was buying them in bulk, so I was buying 2 injections at once, or 2 pens at once. So that meant that 2 5mg pens cost me 250 quid, so 125 quid a pen. If I was moving on to the next dose, that would mean that a 5mg pen, or 1 5mg pen, because they stopped doing the dual packs, would cost me £200. So really that was a huge uplift from 125 to £200. And if we're staying on Mounjaro, then I'd be going up to 7.5 milligrams. So 7.5 milligrams is 250 quid. So probably could just about afford it, but seems as I'm getting towards the end of my journey, because if you look at my weight, it's now down at 11 stone 8. I can track my weight back to 2013 on my Garmin app, because I've weighed myself at least weekly since 2013, and I've never been under 12 stone. I don't really have a goal weight in mind to when I'm going to stop the injections, but if I look at the NHS websites and look at BMI calculators, they suggest 21.5 is the right BMI for me. So a BMI of 21.5. Now they also suggest that BMI is not always the best thing to use. Another way of looking at it is height to waist ratio. So you get your height and divide it by your waist, and the ideal figure is 0.4 to 0.5. So I've thought that 0.45 would be the ideal figure for me. So that would mean getting my waist measurement to 0.45 of my height. So on that basis, I've still got a little way to go. So I do measure my waist, and from next week I will tell you what my waist measurement is, and how we're going on the height to waist ratio. So I think my goal weight is going to be somewhere between 11 and 11 stone 4. 11 stone, 11 stone 4. So on that basis, I've probably got between 4 and 8 pounds left to lose. And if it gets that way, I think I'll be around about the right height to waist ratio. And that gives me a little bit of flexibility for when I stop taking it, but if some of the weight does come back on. The question is though, what am I going to do now? Because I've already said that 250 quid for a Mounjaro jab is a bit expensive. So the options are I stop now, which I could do, but I think from the research I've read, it's better to taper down the medication. So I would then have to buy some more Mounjaro and taper down, or I could switch to Wegovy. So contacted my supplier and they said yes, you can switch to Wegovy, but what we want you to do is jump through all the hoops, send photographs, etc., to prove that you are still overweight. And they also wanted to see where my weight was at the point. So to my supplier, to switch from Mounjaro to Wegovy, on a 5 milligram Mounjaro, you switch to a 0.5 milligram Wegovy pen. So that is the second dose on Wegovy, because Wegovy starts at 0.25, goes up to 0.5, then it goes up to 1. So spoke to my provider. They said yes, you can switch, but we need to see photographs. So I sent the photographs, they approved it. So I've got winging my way across a 0.5 milligram Wegovy pen. So next week what I will do is I will tell you how my first week of Wegovy went, and if there's been any weight loss across that first week of Wegovy. Now my supplier suggests that you have a week's gap between stopping Mounjaro and starting Wegovy. So on the basis that I've just taken the golden jar, I took the golden dose of my Mounjaro on the 29th, but on week commencing the 29th of September. That means I will be taking my first dose of Wegovy on week commencing the beginning of October. So that's when I will start taking that jab. I believe that there's potentially more side effects with Wegovy than there is on Mounjaro, and I also believe that the Wegovy is not as effective as Mounjaro because it only works on the one pathway. So I will let you know how all that goes. I will let you know how I feel, side effects, weight loss, first impressions of Wegovy, how the pen differs to the Mounjaro pen, if it does differ, what you get in the box if that's different, and how I go on with that and what my thoughts are going forward. So that'll be next week's video. So from next week, video format might be a little bit shorter because we'll only be talking about 1 week rather than 4 weeks. But I'll also go into more fitness and what I'm doing to improve my fitness. So over the 4 weeks since I've been back off my holiday, fitness wise, I've done strength training one day a week. I've done walking, long walks 2 days a week, and the rest of the time I've been on the indoor bike. Haven't done any running as yet, because the weather's been pants, and I'm a fair weather runner, cyclist, so not done anything on that side of things. So it's all been indoor, but I'll update you on all that, and I'll update you on the Wegovy starting next week. If there's anything you want me to update you on, or questions you want answering, or anything you want me to look into, let me know and I'll do that. And like I said on the previous video, if you are interested in short dosing, nip over to my mate Gordon's YouTube channel, Fat Old Climber. He's linked in the links below, and he's got some really good information on short dosing, how to do it if you want to, and he also has some information on the golden dose, which again, first time I've done the golden dose, and it will be the last time now moving over to Wegovy. So Fat Old Climber Gordon, really good place to look at golden dose and short dosing. And once again, I am not a medical practitioner, so anything that's on this video is my feelings, what's happened to me, and this is all about me, not what you should or shouldn't do. So if you're enjoying it, again, like, share, subscribe, really helps. Thank you very much, and I will see you all again next week.